Probably the only person in this world who knows this. But if you're closer, and all that's here, $1 bill, is $100 bill. I thought about taking it for my stuff more than $3.
$100.
Everybody, this is how it's going down. Free beer and $100 to the best singer in the party.
Damn. So I was in the show.
You think I don't know things are flying away? Seal's texting me that something's off. And then there is a distance between us that I've never felt.
To tell you two things.
Right.
I just need to tell you this. Your strange father's downstairs, stoned out of his mind with Dino and Linda. Dino's right with home. Linda's not home at all, but it doesn't matter, okay? Second, I killed the man. I came here about an hour ago and it just got out of control. The body's in Linda's.
What? What?
Body. I know. I'm gonna deal with it. Where you go?
I found out I'm not cut out for this motherfucking farm life. I bought all the animals that was delicious. 100 chickens, 100 turkeys, 100 ducks, 100 rabbits, 100 cows, 100 sheep, 100 pigs. Everything that made a crackling, I bought. I done had this farm for 4 years. We ain't killed a motherfucking animal yet. I don't know how you
He's funny, isn't he, him? Cat Williams.
Magic, you know. I believe it's magical. Right, so guys, I'd like you to do me a favour. I have something to ask you. I don't ask you for anything. If you're new to this channel, I'm on 4,478 subs. No, sorry, I'm on 4,422 subs. So I have the weekend to get 80 subs. So if you're not sub to my channel, can you sub to it? And if I see you sub to my channel, I'll sub back to your channel and I'll ask everybody else to sub to your channel too. How does that sound? Right? So, thank you, mate. And if you're not sub to Tony McCauley, 3003, can you go do it for me? Thank you. So, this weekend I'm going to try get a few subs because, as you have known or noticed, I've not been doing YouTube at night. I've kind of put my foot on the gas. And now, I need anybody who's not sub to me already to do it. And I'll sub to your channel, no problem. You know, I have a target to hit. So, I'm going to try do it this weekend. We're just going to have a smoke and a cup of tea and then we're going to sit out there and it's fucking freezing. Yeah, so, how are you, Harry? Like I said, listen, I come on here to hit a target and I've not hit it yet. That's my own fault. Now, we can go over to the Etihad tomorrow and make a bit of content, which I'm going to do. I think I might be meeting up with somebody tomorrow from Manchester who asked me to meet them a long time ago. So, yeah, like I said, if you're near the Etihad tomorrow and you want to link up, let me know and I'll come see you. Yeah, come see you. But just been watching a war movie, so I'm gonna enjoy this weekend because it's a break. I need a break, in all fairness, from family life, from daddy life. You know, sometimes it gets a bit too much, you know. And you need a break, you know, in order to think. Gotta go, I like and sub, might watch next live. Well, thanks for popping in, Tony McCauley 303. And if you're not subbed to Mr. Tony McCauley 3003, can you do it? And I appreciate you subbing to the channel, mate. Bless. You know. We don't need another hero. And we're gonna go to 0. Now listen, I've a target to hit, and the last few weeks I've took me foot off the brakes. So I'm 80 subs, 77 subs away from 4,500. And it's easy, all you need to do is sub to my channel, that's it. That's all I ask. Harriet, I'm very stressed at the minute, bro, I apologise, but we're gonna smoke. Everyone smokes in this house, just not cannabis. Bollocks, I forgot me vape. Never believe it's not skull, just carry, you know. Well, bro, I'm 50, so 51, so I come from Careful City, bro. I'm good. You know, like I said, normally I'm playing daddy and happy family, but this weekend I need this weekend to myself. You know, and I come down to me favourite people. You know, I'm around me family. You know, me 2 brothers are here. You know, so I've made a bollocks of this, man. I fucked it. No. Well, I pray to God for that, mate. I'm a big fan of God. And I'm a big fan of faith, in all fairness. It's not God, it's just faith. You know, I don't believe in luck, but I believe in faith. And faith is like an open gate. Yeah, so I'm after 70 subs, so I'm gonna do a few lives until I get it. like I said, different people come in and out of me live, and everybody is welcome. You know, I've no issue with anybody. I've not felt very well recently, and it's like all bets are off. I've no issue with anybody. And if anybody has an issue with me, that's your issue. It's not mine. You know. But like I said, I don't come on my own. Do you understand? Oh, fuck. Never believe it's not skulls, it's carrot. Bro, I'm going out for a fag. Ready? Garden dirties. Come on, me go in the shed, because I'm not sitting out here. You know what I mean? We have the hubble over there, yeah. Bollocks, man. Gang, 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 gang. Oh, you bastard. I like that attachment off it. Gang, 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 gang. Bone and all that go through. You know, it's sad seeing them sitting there, you know what I mean? I wish I could give them to somebody. You know, but they're going to stay here, you know. Right, here, where you going? Where do you understand? Here. Can we put you up here? Ah, you come in my shed, bro, and you'd be fucking killed. You know. Anyway, why would you want to rob a shed? And anyway, that's bowsy behaviour. Hey, if somebody sees you, you're fucked. You know, you won't rob my shed around here, mate. Do you understand? You'll do fuck all. I'm gonna build one for myself, and I'm gonna have I'm gonna get a bed, I'm gonna get a telly, I'm gonna get a few things. Nah, I'm with you. Bro, you know if someone broke into this shed and I cut them, I'd fucking cut them. You know, that one there, see that attachment there, bro? Oops. See that one there? That'll take a fucking neck off. Yeah? It's handy, bro, they're attachable. Then see that one there, look, that's another attachment for it, yeah? That attachment there, yeah, it's like it's for shaving bushes, trimming bushes, you know. That's a fan, that's for a bouncy castle there, yeah? The Technics are up there. I have a deck in there and a broken one. Here, there's even a cash box. Here, come on, jump the fence, I dare you. You wouldn't get out of this garden if me and my brother seen you. You don't steal on anyone, you know what I mean? Especially your own. That's blackguard behaviour, that. But anyway, bro, give the channel a sub. I'm nearly on 4,500. So this weekend I'm going to try get 70 subs. It's not impossible. So that's all I'll ask you. If you're not sub to my channel, do so. Mr. Irish, do you like football? Hey, do you like football? Come on, me sit here. We're chilling. Clouds are over. Come on. Uh, 3 years ago I started this journey. Tomorrow we're going over the Etihad to make a bit of content. This weekend I'm going to hit a few subs because I'll show you how I do it. I just hadn't got the time to do it. And this weekend I have free. An event this weekend. I'm not going to the pub. I'm not going to places where there's narcotics. I'm going to go over and make a bit of content at the Etihad tomorrow. And I'm going to try aggravate a few football fans. You know, don't worry about people. Like, if you throw your hands, so be it. But notice you're getting a couple of combinations thrown back at you. You know, you swing at me and I'll dart you. Boom! You don't forget. Here. Do you know when you cut grass for the first time, yeah? So, when you cut grass for the first time, you don't forget it. You don't forget the smell. You don't forget when you have to open up the petrol tank and put some fuel in it. And then you have attachments there and there. Like I said here, there's a few gram worth of stuff in here. And anybody that lives around here, I wouldn't dare get into my shed. Because if I find out you got in my shed, I'd just go straight to your door and fuck something through your window. And I wouldn't be on my own, you know. But you have to be careful nowadays because a lot of things get monitored. And if you can't protect what's yours, here, listen to me, yeah? Don't steal on anybody. You know, unless you've got proof. And don't label anybody a thief. Unless you've got proof. Now, I have a free weekend this weekend and I was thinking of going into Piccadilly and saying hello to a few people. Bring me brother with me. That's all I need. Because I know he won't run. Either of them. It's not in us. If I looked out that gate and there was 10 people out there, see my two brothers, it'd be next to me. Sober. Here, forget it, it's over. You know, you have to protect your house, your family, your property, your interests, your business. How are you, Paul? Like, I'm not going to lie, since me little man has been alive, and guys here, if you're not up to Paul B9106, can you do it? Paul's a good lad, he always comes in here and says hello. Stevie Billings, you have been summoned. I'm going to bring a couple of me old mods back. Now, I did say I was going to put my foot on the gas and take me foot off my channel, and I've done that for the last 4 weeks purposely. Me shorts aren't even getting like 1,000 views. So, you have to make loads of them. So, tomorrow we're going to ban the country. We're going over to the Etihad to make some content. Yes. FA Cup weekend. No football for us. Because we are woeful. But, in all fairness, United are fucking... We're playing decent football is all I can say for now. And if Carrick goes to the end of the season and only loses a couple of games, surely he has to be in the envelope. You have to put him in the conversation. Oh, you understand, Woody, what though? They'll probably go for Thomas Tuchel. Listen, if you've got a manager and the system is working, you don't need to bring anyone in. I shouldn't be smoking in this fucking thing because there's petrol everywhere. Ooh, I'm fucking freezing. I'll tell you what. I don't know how anyone can live in a shed. Did I tell you what I'm going to do, Paul, in the new year if I'm still alive? I'm going to build a shed in this garden in memory of my father. And I'm going to hit my target. And I know how to hit my target. It's just like Sometimes life gets in the way. I never expected to be a granddad or a father again. You know, and things happen, so it's like my YouTube channel, like I said, I'm on the last hurdle. You have to give it to a person. I set myself a couple of targets. 5,000 videos, I've smashed it. I'm on 7,200 videos. Nobody on YouTube in their circle has done that many videos or content. And I'll hit me target. You know why my channel isn't getting stuck in the mud? Because it's constantly moving and evolving. You know, my channel, I started this 3 years ago. We're not far from 5,000 subs. And I give myself a window. But like I said, it's like a personal thing to me. Because I didn't do this for the money. I wish I did. You know, look at all the other channels that do. That charge membership, super chats, all that shit. Now, I know tomorrow I'm doing a StreamYard and I'm going to reach out to a few people tonight from Ireland who live in England, and we're going to do something tomorrow. I'll get to 4,500 by the weekend. And that leaves me 500 subs. And it's been fucking hard growing this channel. Because I wanted to call people a load of names, but I don't carry myself like that. You know, like, see me if I'm your friend. I'll back you all the way. And if we're out in public and you get a smack, I'm going to take one for you. If you're my friend, I'll defend you. But if you try smear my character, defamate me character, slander me, call me a liar, call me a thief, why don't you say to me face if you see me in town tomorrow, yeah? Do something about it if you're going to do nothing. Do something. You know, men don't scare me. I'm scared of Alzheimer's and I'm scared of dementia. I'm scared of not knowing me kids' names. I'm on 9 medications that have severe side effects. And it's like my immune system. I'm sick. I keep getting sick all the time. And I know what's coming. It's like, you know your own body, right? I wish I never took drugs in my life. I wish I had been strong and not listening to me mates and wanting to be like them. And then becoming like them. And then coming to England and forgetting about your whole life. And what I've learned is, you can take the boy out of Ballier, but you can never take the Ballier out of the boy. It's in me. I've mates that come here 10, 15 years ago and they've got English accents, no names. Chris Shannon, Chelsea fucking season ticket holder. You come here the same time as me, you're a year older than me, and you've got a Cockney accent. You speak like Jason Mariner. And this guy, Paul, right, he named his son after me. He called the son Jude. If he ever comes on my channel, I'll get him to tell you why he called the son Jude. Because I saved his ass. You know, like, there's a few stories I want to tell you. I'm going to tell you a story in a bit about a fella who's dead now. And we were on the 79 bus, the last bus, back to Ballyfermot from town years ago when we used to come out of the apartment. Long story short, we're at Euston Station. Me mate sees the copper pulling someone over. The bus stops. He rips the light off, fucks it out the window, hits the copper in the back of the head, right? The copper's laid out. There's about 50 of us on the bus. Next of all, the back window opens and we're all jumping out of it. Real talk. We all split up. We got to the model school. Here, wait, I'll tell you this. Bert, my best friend, rest in peace. Allegedly, he threw an iron bar through the court window with Gillian Hussey in Kilmainham. we were all tripping on strawberries. I'm not joking you. And as soon as I went through the window, the alarm went off. We ran. We got to the model school and we were stopped by a man on a police bike. The copper's name was Paul Goody. We're all tripping. He lines us up against the wall. He asked us all our names and asked us to turn our hands around to see was there any oil on them. Long story short, he got to me mate. He said, "What's your name?" Me mate went 49 Raheem Park. We all broke our bollocks laughing. Next of all, someone went dink, kicked the bike, ran. You know, imagine getting chased by loads of guards on strawberries, LSD. You know, I had a fun childhood, you know, with all my pals. A lot of them are dead. You know, some are still alive, you know. You know, it's nice reminiscing sometimes, you know. It's rare I get a chance to do this. I feel free like a bird, you know. I like listening to the blackbirds. Yeah, it's a fucking arrow. Fuck off. There's one arrow. Get in there. In the jugular. Get right down. Go on. Like I said, guys, don't ask me why, but I keep getting ill. You know. But anyway, like I said here, I'm gonna build a unit here next year. Somewhere here. And I'm gonna do me lives here sometimes. Next year we're building something here. If I'm still here, please God, there's a couple of things I want to build, you know. That's the bird house. That's for the birds. Oh, fuck. Tell you what, it's fucking freezing. Hoo-ha. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, Mark, it's fucking cold out. Or Al, it's cold out there, you know. Woo. It's lovely and warm in here. Oh, fuck. Let me just do this. So, yeah, this weekend, I said to myself, I've had to kind of put my foot on the brakes on my channel because I've had personal stuff to deal with. So this weekend I need 70 subs. So I'm gonna try get them before Monday if I can, because then I'll be on 4,500 and I'll leave 500. You know what I mean? I've gone back fighting, gone past my old channel 8 times. You know. And that was a very big thing for me. You know, I didn't do it for the money. You know, I did it for other reasons. But it looks like it's gonna piss down, I know that. It looks like it's about to piss down. It's gonna piss down. You look like Shaquille O'Neal, bro, over there. What's this? Rolling 47?
No, this is one of them funny type films. Oh, Beverly Hills.
Excuse me.
bring it
Yeah. It's gonna rain, you know. Oh, sorry. Now, stick this plug in here and see if it works. There we stay there. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna piss rain out there. So yeah, I'm gonna try get a few subs this weekend. Al, do you know if Man City are at home this weekend in the FA Cup? Because I'll go over and do a live, I will, while it's on. The match tomorrow, just turn me data on, and you know, I'm gonna do something that I never normally do, and it's go live while I'm over there and make a lot of videos. But tomorrow we'll be live again at the Etihad. We've not done this for time, so we're gonna do it tomorrow. You know, this weekend I'm going to use to try, like I said. They're at home? Yeah. Tomorrow? Yeah. Lovely. So, tomorrow, I'll go over to the Etihad and make some content. FA Cup. Who have they got, Al? Salford City. Yeah. That's a big game for that club. They'll make a few quid out of that. Yeah, I'll go live tomorrow at the Etihad. The only way to get your subscribers is to go out, make content and what have you, and I'll hear it. I just want this weekend, like I said, from this morning to Monday, I'm gonna try to get 70 subs. So, like I said, if you come into my channel and you sub to my channel, or when I finish my live and I look and see who subbed to my channel, or go sub to your channel too. Sitting next to one of my heroes, you know. As a kid, like, see him. Here's the real deal, you know. My grandmother raised men, proper men, you know. My grandfather was in the army. He boxed for the army. You know, he was a tough guy, my grandfather, allegedly. I can only go off what other people have told me. My granny raised 4 tough guys. You know, but in Ireland, there's a lot of tough guys that have morals and principles and a code. You carry yourself a certain way. You don't bully people. You be humble. Because you can end up being embarrassed sometimes if you have this thing that's the human condition. Men, see, the difference between men and women is, right? So, and I'm not sexist or anything like that, right? But women can talk to each other about certain things over a cup of tea, you know what I mean? When they're sitting getting their hair done and what have you. But see, men, we're made a certain way where we think, oh, if I talk about my feelings, people are going to think I'm a fucking mushroom. You know, I'm no mushroom. You know, I'm as old as mushrooms, but you understand? It's like so. You get a lot of men that think they're tough and they need validation. And I don't know what it is about men, but women can sit down and talk to each other over a cup of fucking tea, where to see men, we believe that, let's say if I turn around and start talking about my feelings, you'll think I'm a helmet, right? And a lot of men are taking their life because they can't talk about it. You know, my man's about to play basketball, bro.
Someone, yeah, I've Jam's phone, yeah, just pick the phone up.
Stop texting her then. I wouldn't, honestly, bro, just leave. Because I'll punch fuck out of him if I have to, whoever he is. I'm not asked. But we don't need that fucking bullshit. Just fucking, you know. I tell you what, it's a good day for it. But I don't know what it is about men. You know, we're stubborn, we're belligerent, we're proud. And we won't talk about our feelings because we're worried about what the next fella is thinking. Fuck him. You know, like, I'd be honest with you, yeah? I'd sooner someone come to me and cry on me fucking shoulder than finding out 2 weeks later the geezer took his fucking life. You know, men, I think we need to start chatting more. You know, women can talk to each other, but men, we're stubborn creatures. We're, you know, it's the human condition. Men are meant to be strong. We're not meant to be weak. But if you can't talk about your fucking emotions and what have you, that's on you. But I found an easier way. You know, talk about it. That's the way I see it. You know, because at the end of the day, too many people are hurting themselves all over the world because they can't speak. They're worried about their mates thinking they're weak because they're talking about their mental health. Would you rather your mate dead or would you rather talk to him? You know, that's the way forward. You know, men need to speak up because this condition, like I said, I've had mental health illness all my life. And it's probably one of the biggest killers in the UK of men between 25 to 47. You know, because men won't talk about their feelings because they're thinking, hang on a minute, if I talk about my feelings, everyone on YouTube is going to think I'm a sausage. You know, but that's on you. You know, see, the good thing about not needing validation is having people that can validate you, being your family, right? But especially on YouTube, there's a lot of people that need validation. They need other men to tell them that they're tough. You know, like, I don't understand all that, you know. It's like the way I see things is, if I'm walking down the road, next of all I hear, dude, you fucking prick, whatever. And I look across the road and there's somebody and they're giving her all of that. I'm going to stand there and I'm going to wait for them to swing at me. And I'll swing back. And I don't miss. How are you, Ron? How are you, Aaron? Just as well I can smell it. But, Ron, I'm not very clever, brother. And my batteries are worn down. And I'm having a weekend to myself. Me missus is letting me have Valentine's weekend all to myself. But I was just talking about men, Ron. What's wrong with us, bro? You know, Ron, you know the way women can talk to each other, right? You know, over a cup of tea and some biscuits or something, right? But men, like, I think it's, I don't know how you think, bro, but why do men need other men to validate them? You know, like, your friends should speak for you, your family, your personality, your characteristics. You know, but men, we won't talk to each other. It's 2020 fucking 6. If you're a parent, if you're a son, a brother, an uncle, a nephew, a friend, speak up, talk to someone about your mental health. What have you got to lose? You know, believe me, I've had 90 evaluations and I've never hit snooze. You know, like Ron, shit happened to me as a kid, right? My brothers will tell you, right? I lit a match, bro, yeah? And my house went up, Ron. My little baby brother and sister got burned to death in it. And I could hear them crying on the balcony, bro. Screaming. Because of what I did. I was only 4. So, bro, I'm a survivor. But I've had a hard paper round, Ron. Now, I'm not a victim, bro. It's like I'm a survivor. I'm still fucking here, bro. But it's hard. You know, men won't talk to each other about their mental health. You know, like I've got 2 brothers. One's bipolar and the other one's a schizophrenic, right? That's a perfect hat trick. And my sister has it as well. You know, all 4 of us, me, Mark, Alex and my sister. You know, we're all not right in the head. You know, like I've shot my own brother or broke Mark's arm. You know, I didn't mean it, but I still did it. And I always said, after that fire on, I'll do everything to protect me brother and sister. I lit a fire, bro, at 4, and it's still with me. It doesn't go away. All that, Ron, complex PTSD. Listen, never mind what happened to me when I was a baby. But I had a friend die in my arms at 14, T. Collins, you know, and the last thing he said to me was, he wants his ma. You know, I've had a lot of trauma, bro. I've been shot, I've been stabbed, I've allegedly shot back. I'll hold my hands up, bro. I did bad things. And God pays you back, bro. But I try to be a good person. You know, it's like, and Ron, listen, and I'll tell you, right, I'm not a dime a dozen. Everybody comes on YouTube for one reason, to make money, right? I don't make a penny, Ron. I've never declared or I've never done me census on YouTube. I could make thousands, but Ron, this has always been about principle. Believe me, you know. But I try to get men talking to each other, you know what I mean? Because I don't care whether you're a tough guy or anything. When you're alone, on your fucking own, and you're thinking, and you're saying to yourself, you're a burden, you're a fuck up, you're a loser, you've never did this, you've no self-worth, do you understand? And you self-criticise, and I've been my biggest critic all my life, Ron. Look, bro, at 4 years old, I did something I wish I never did, but I believe things happen for a reason, Ron. You know what? Now, this is the way I think, Ron. You know, if I didn't like that match that day, I wouldn't have my kids. I believe in God, bro, and God has a plan for us all. And my mother went to get me little baby sister nappies when I was 4, and I woke up and lit a match. And they died and I got out. I've got survivor's guilt too. You know, but like I said, I'm a survivor. I remember that morning, Ron, I could hear them screaming on the balcony. They were on fire and nobody could get into the fucking flat. You know, my mother tore herself up over the years over it, bro. You know, it destroyed her, Ron. You know, me all love her ma, you know. Like, I wish mine was here, bro. She's not here in spirit, but Ron, look around you. We don't have dogs in the house, do you understand? This is me ma's. It's me father's garden, Ron. You understand? Like, this is me family's. You know, this is our base. You know. And I've had a few people here. It's like I said, I try to keep calm, Ron, but sometimes I get triggered, you know, and once it happens, you can't just stop it. It doesn't work that way, you know. But I always say men need to fucking talk, because at the end of the day, right, women can sit with each other and have a coffee and talk about men, talk about relationships, talk about their life, talk about their burdens and their struggles. Whereas men, we keep it inside. We think mad shit and we don't talk about it. And it's called separation anxiety, right? I've learned how to separate certain shit. Like I said, Ron, every time I hear an ambulance, bro, that's a trigger for me. But over the years, I've come up with a coping strategy. You know, like, I'm 52 this year. When I was 4, I lit a fucking match in me house, and I truly believe if I didn't light that match, I'd never have a Mark, Alex, me sister, me children, me family. And it's crazy, you know, but I'm not going to torture myself forever. I've already did that for years, Ron, and it damaged me. Like, you imagine lighting a fucking fire in your house at 4 and your little brother and sister dying in it. You know, bro, God didn't want me. He could have taken me that day easy. And you know me eyes? I'll never forget it, bro. It never goes away. I had 13 years of therapy as a kid, nearly. On and off. At James's Hospital. You know, a lot of fucking therapy, like. 9 years of therapy in James's Hospital, not 13. My bad. Let me take that back. 9 years. James's Hospital. Yeah. I'd loads of psychiatrists. Because I carried on lighting fires, you see. And, like, like I said, I'm not going into detail, but I had a problem. You know, I was an arsonist, you know, and for some fucked up reason, fire is powerful, and I've seen what fire can do, you know. But like I said, I have a mindset, you know. My mother tore herself up for years over a run. We lived in a fucking block of flats. She went downstairs for not even 5 minutes, bro. And by the time she got back upstairs, there was nothing anyone could do. It just happened so fucking quick. But, like I said, over the years, it's like it'll either make you bitter. It can break a man. And it did break me eventually. Because I punished myself for it. Every anniversary, every birthday, see me mother upset. You know, we didn't even have one photograph of me little sister. You know, she was only 7 months old. Any photos we had of her died that day. Ron, you know what? See if that never happens to me. My kids and family have like 7,200 videos that I've made. 25,000 live streams I've done. Easy. A lot. Even if it's only a video. You understand? It's like, I come on here to get my channel back, and boy did I get it back. I got it back 8 times. You know, and shout out to Pablo and Chopper. And I have to give Stevie a shout out in all fairness, because Stevie was there from the start. This weekend I need 70 subs and I need your help. Now, I'm going to ask you something that you probably won't do, that I did for you on many occasions. And I'll know who does and who doesn't. Okay, I want everyone that's subbed to me to do what I did and make a short and say what I've said in every short. Many shorts have I made for people, personal ones, to get them a few shorts, to get them a few subs. So all I'm asking you to do is to make a 15-second clip and just say, can you sub to Jude's channel? We're on 4,426. So I need about 70 subs to hit 500. So see who does it and who doesn't. But I've been doing it for the last 3 years and I've never asked you once to do this. So we'll see who makes a short and who doesn't. But either way, tomorrow, Man City are live at the Etihad, and have a guess where we're going. Yeah, outside, inside, all around. No red on me, no Manchester United colours, none of that shit. Away days. This weekend we are going Manchester City live at the Etihad. I told you, I need to get 70 odd subs this weekend. Well, Ron, you don't have to show your face. Just a 15-second short is all I ask anybody. I'm going to ask Finn, Pablo, a few others, a few of the Irish lads, to make one short for me. I've made about 10 shorts easy for loads of different people. And that's all I want in return. I want 15 seconds of your time to tell people why you think they should sub to my channel. You know, I've got to 4,400. Now I need your help. So we'll see, I'll watch. And I know a few people will do it for me, but that's all I'm asking you. You know. Hello. And that's it. Blink. Very mentally challenged. Okay. Listen, stop it. Okay. Why me? How about try me? Hello, Mr. George Bush. You murdered your own people. False flag operation. You know. You blew them buildings up. Hey. Blasting caps and all in that building. And here, another thing, Mr. George Bush. See you and your daddy. I'm not a big fan. You said a load of Arabs flew planes into the building. And then the very next day, you're moving steel up the Hudson River from a fucking crime scene. What's that about? No. Now, how about that, Mr. Bush? Yeah, fuck you and your Bush. And your administration. Come on. Now, like I said, listen, if I made a video for your channel, all I want you to do now is to make one for me. You know, and I'll have a look and see who does it and who doesn't. You don't have to make a video. You know, you can tell me to fuck off if you want. But if I've helped your channel and every time I put your channel's name in my description and a few people have made shorts for, and all I'm asking is for you to fall in line like everyone else. You shut your face. You understand? Regardless whether you want it to happen or not, I'll make it happen. Away days tomorrow. We're getting dressed up. Yeah. Ron, listen and I'll tell you, right? No disrespect to anybody, yeah? But I think I've helped a couple of channels. Would you agree with me there? I don't know whether Mr. Ron will agree with me, but... No, last Finn and a few other people, it's like I said, Ron, in this community, you have to help each other. Now, I don't ask anyone to share my channel, I never have. You know, but now that we're 500 another way, I'm going to ask me mods to make a video. You don't have to show your face, just make a 15-second short. That's all I'm asking. You know. Like I said, Ron, because of personal situations going on, it's like YouTube wasn't a priority for me, you understand? And at the end of the day, I'm a dad and I'm a granddad, and like I said, this was never about the money. I don't go on YouTube at night time because of my family, man, right? I love me family, you know. I like being a dad, I like being a granddad. You know, I like being a brother, a big brother, you know. But like I said, I've never asked people to help me this way. So, anybody who's a mod on my channel, all I want you to do is to make one short for me, because I've made over 10 for you. That's all I'm asking. I don't ask for anything. Shout out to the Godfather of Boxing. So, hello, it's great to see your progress. Hopefully everybody makes... Bro, do you think by me asking that I'm out of order? Like, I had to think about it and I said, I've tried to help a lot of people, right? And I put a lot of people's names in the descriptions of my videos. And know this, I've made over 7,000 videos. And all I'm asking my mods to do is to make a 15-second short. Even get a little Man United logo, a Liverpool or whatever football team you support logo. And you don't have to show your face. All I'd like you to do is to make a little short and say, right, is there any chance you could go sub to this fella's channel for whatever reason? Because he's a cunt, because he's a United fan, because he's one of the lads, because he's a Bowsy, because whatever. And if you're not sub to Aaron and at the Godfather of Boxing 6230, can you go do it, please? It's like, I'm not going to lie. I've not been well, okay? And look where I am. And I'll be here for the whole weekend because I need to catch up with sleep. I need a few things. Like I said, my memory is getting worse. Like I said, I've made a shitload of videos. You know, because if I know one time something's going to happen to me. So, for me mother and me father, because we didn't have a picture of me fucking little baby sister when she died because they got burnt in the fire, I said I'm going to make sure that I make enough videos so if me kids ever fancy it or they're upset, listen, right? I know this is coming. Everybody's going to fucking die. Right? Everyone's going to die. But here's the thing with me. I've made over 7,000 videos. So, when my kids, if they're upset over me, they've loads of videos to watch. Do you understand? And I made sure I got me I'm not far off 5,000 subs. I've made nearly 7,200 videos. I'm about 10 videos away. Tomorrow I'm going over to the Etihad. Man City are playing over at the Etihad and we're going live. How about that? Now, like I said, I don't normally do this, but I have to. I need one last push. And I've nearly hit 4,500. And I'm going to ask all my mods to make one video for me. That's all I ask. Okay, I'll put it to you this way. I love Pablo, I love Finn. Over the years, I've made videos saying, guys, can you go sub to Finn? He's one of the lads, you know what I mean? Top fella, whatever, you know. And I've made hundreds of videos for different people. Now I'm asking you to make one for me. To take one for the team. Where are you going? Yeah, look, shout out to all the Bowsies, look. There's a Bowsie there, look. He's not right in the head. Oh, brother, that's a nice thing to say, Mark. Check this out, right? So, the Godfather of Boxing, thanks, Jude. You are the right people should subscribe. You have saved a lot of lives and you are a good friend to a lot of the mods. You are a great character, a great father, and I wish you nothing but success. That's nice, isn't it, bro?
Yeah.
It's nice when you hear people say nice things about you, you know what I mean? Like, Mark, look, there's a few idiots on YouTube, you know, be able to easy deal with. If need be, bro. You understand what I'm saying, bro? Like Manchester, it's not a very big place. And here, it's not good to upset me little brother, yeah? And you don't mention his fucking mother either. Yeah, we'll talk about that another time too. I've tried to help people on here. If you're my friend and you're respectful in my life and you've never caused me a problem, you bet your bollocks I'm gonna share your channel. You know why? Because men are fucking, we don't talk. You know what I mean? Like I said, bro, you've got AIDS or not AIDS? What's it got? You've got what's it called? Bipolar, yeah. Sorry, not AIDS. My bad.
Get me all them cups while you're on there.
Yeah. He's got bipolar type 2. You understand? It's like, so, I know a little bit about mental health. You know, he got me didn't you?
Yeah.
He got me sectioned. You know. And some fella got a bang of a microwave. Well, that's his own fault. My first one done, Jude. Oh, fair play to you, Ron. Now, Ron, listen to me, yeah? It's like, I'm 80 subs away from 4,500, right? And I did it. Hey, Mark, sorry about that. So, I did it the hard way. I did it the noble way. You know, like I said, this has never been about money, this channel. This was about taking something back that someone took from me when I wasn't feeling well. Somebody who drugged me up. Shout out to the person for all them drugs. And all his equipment as well. I have to give Foxy or a Bowsy, but you motivated me to get my channel back. And look what I did. I went past it 8 times. So Mark, I'm asking everybody that comes in and out of me live to make a short for me. A 15-second one. Just saying, guys, can you go sub to Jude's channel for whatever reason? Just like I've done for the last 3 years. I've tried to share a few people's channels and that's all I ask. One little 15-second video for me. That's it. You know, and I'll continue helping people if I can. Like, you know, like everybody has different motives for being on YouTube. You know, it's like, and everybody seems to want to be a tough guy and fight everybody. And I'm thinking, listen, hang on a minute. You don't carry yourself like that. You know, you're a fucking grown man. You know, you deal with things. Well, Ron, I appreciate it. Like I said, look, this weekend, I'm going to catch up on a couple of things. Number one, sleep. Well, I appreciate it. And then if you're not sub to at Be Irish there in the chat, can you go do it for me? If you're not sub to Mark Richardson 3673. And if you're not sub to Ron,
How can I do this? Explain all that shit.
go do it.
Yeah, go on, explain all this shit. How can I do this to you with all this? Go on, explain it. Go on. No, nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with this. It was all previous to that shit. Everything else, mate.
It's magic, you know. Now listen, if the truth be told on YouTube, if you're clicked up and you get on with a lot of people, right? You share them. But now listen, like I said, I've had a lot of life experiences. I broke the law more than 10 times. I've been to prison for drugs and weapons, allegedly. I've shot my own brother. I broke his arm. Now listen, Ron, I appreciate you coming in here. And like I said, I'll know by Monday, I'm going to encourage everybody who comes into my channel. All I'm going to do is ask them one little favour to make one short for me. That's it. They don't have to. Here's the thing, there is an option. You don't have to, and if you don't do it, it's not an issue. I just want to see if the same people have my back that I've had for 3 years. Now's the time to show me. And we're not talking about money. We're not talking about coffee. A 15-second video. That's all I want, not your money. You know. Bottled milk from a dairy, from a big cow. Well, bro, I'm not very phone savvy either. But, nah, listen to me, bro. I believe in people. And the only way for us all to communicate is for people to open up their own channel. A lot of men on YouTube have severe mental health issues and they're afraid to talk about it because everybody wants to be a fucking tough guy. So men think that they can't talk about their feelings because if we do, you're going to think I'm a helmet. You know, but listen to me. I have 2 brothers, a sister, family that have severe mental health illness. And we talk to each other. You know, we talk about it. You understand? You have to talk about it. You know, I know it's a bit taboo and all, but look at. Oh, man. Right. Yeah. He's my hero right there. You know, as a kid, like I wanted to be him. You know. And the way he went out, man, fuck's sake, falling off a bike. It's fucking, it killed me that, you know, Ron. But, nah, listen, it's like YouTube is YouTube, and it's like, there's a few decent people on here. And the only way for me to hit my target, is to ask people to help me now. You know, a 15-second short is easy to do. I've made 7,000 of them. over 7,000 videos. I'm going over to the Etihad tomorrow, Mark, to make some content. I'm like, fuck, why not? Oh, baby, I love your way every day. Yeah, yeah. Strangers in the night. Hello, Eve. I knew that was you. Now, Eve, I have a favour to ask you. Can you make me a 15-second short? I'm on 4,426 subs. I'm 74 subs away from 500. 4,500. That'll leave 500. It's like, so I have a weekend to myself. A well-earned weekend. I've had this weekend coming for 18 months. Tomorrow I'm going over to the Etihad. I'm going to do a live StreamYard. Yeah. And by Monday, I'll be on 4,500, hopefully. All I want is the people that I've helped on here without... I've put a lot of people's names in my description. So that's all I'm asking you to do, is to make a video for me. A 15-second one. I won't ask you for money. I won't ask you to buy me coffee. How are you, Luke? I am not a gentleman. Get up out of that. It's good to see you, Luke. I've needed this weekend. I'm so glad you come in here. If you're free tomorrow, I'm going to do a StreamYard and we could have a catch up if you want. I've just been, bro, I'm not joking you, Luke. I've not done, the last time I done a StreamYard, you were probably on it. Yowza reached out to me, right, check this out, right. So, I'd not heard from Yowza. Remember when you were saying to me if you heard from Yowza months ago? And I told you no, and I said, bro, it's a bit weird. He's just stopped texting me, but what happened was, somebody reported me. I got arrested. I had to go to Ashton police station. They took me phone off me for malicious communication. Some motherfucker told that I said I do this, that, the other. And I did. But anyway, listen, to that person, I apologise sincerely again. But Luke, all my messages, they were all going to the phone in the police station. He's going to Peru. He's going to Peru. So he reached out to Lisa and he said, Lisa, I've sent Jude a ton of messages and he's not answered me. Is everything all right? So, like I said, he could even come on, but I'd not spoke to him in ages and he reached out to me, and I'll be honest with you, Luke, I got sick of reaching out to people and people letting me down and fucking all that shit. You know what I mean? But he's going to Peru. I think he's doing ayahuasca again. I don't think I can do them on your new account because you've only one sub. Don't worry about it, Eve. Like I said, I have a shitload of mods and I'm going to ask them tonight to make one video. If not tonight, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, the next day. We've got 3 days to hit this target, and the only way to do it is my way. Just like Frank, my way. Tomorrow Man City are playing Salford or something at the Etihad, so we're going live over there. We'll get a few subs over there. This has to happen, because at the end of the day,
Yeah, lovely.
at the,
Is that all sorted, you know?
I'm going to do my best. You know, it's going to be weird, like I miss my family already.
Don't worry about them, Mum. It's all
You know.
not a problem, look. Not a problem, look. Jem, you do me a little bit of a favour, though, if you don't mind. Can you put it in your bank rather than give me cash? Can you do that? Because otherwise...
Guys, give me a second, yeah? I just have to answer a message on Messenger. I'll be back in a second, don't worry, we're not going anywhere here. I'm going to make sure, if I fucking set myself a target, I'll do everything in my power to hit it. Do you understand? And I've said this for the last few weeks, I'm not well. And this has to happen before I can't. I'll tell you on Messenger, Luke, I'm not very good. I got some bad news, bro. You know, me memory, Luke, it's going really bad, you know. The medications have horrendous side effects. I'm not gonna lie, bro, I'm terrified, I am. You know, 'cause I know what's coming. But before it comes, I have unfinished business.
Yeah.
You know, I have a good family around me, as you know, Luke. I have a good family at home, as you know. Now, listen, it's not a definite. I always said I'd never go back to Ireland, but look at, I have to go visit me ma's grave. Ken O'Driscoll reached out to me a few weeks ago and he told me he's doing the Ironman in Bolton and he'd like me to go and catch up with me. And I was like, you know, they're all reaching out to me now, Luke. Like, if they're in England, you want to link up and all. And it's like, Luke, I want to see them one more time, you know. Like I said, I'll talk to you on Insta or on Messenger, but yeah, I'm not very well, bro. You know. But we're still on the bus, Luke. You know, thank God, like, I was in hospital just before Christmas. Love you, Jen. Yeah, I'll be here till Monday. Yeah, man. Some of your Indian food I'd like. Okay. Have you any trifle? Well, if Junaid comes up, I'll fly the kite with him on the street. Alright, I love you.
Right, well, go on, I'll leave you to it then.
But I'm not gonna lie, Luke, I'm terrified, you know, I've come so far and that's God's way, like, I suppose. The meds are having horrendous side effects on my memory. They're destroying things, I'm forgetting me kids' birthdays and all, Luke. You know, it's progressively getting worse. It's been starting a long time and I've known it. You know, I wish I could change it, but I can't. It's God's way. You know, it is what it is, like, but losing me memory and not being able to, and that scares me, bro. But tomorrow I'm gonna do a stream yard. Like I said, it's magic coming me live. It's like now, like I said, Luke, I've proper took me foot off the pedal when it comes to me channel. I stopped making shorts, what have you. I normally make content all the time, but I'm super compromised here, physically and mentally. Without saying too much on here, I can't. I'm not. I refuse to. But it's not going to end well for me, bro. And it's not pleasant for me. But I'll keep pushing. You know, that's all you can do, bro, and pray. That's all I have, bro, is me faith. You know, Thomas 2 next month. Hey, little Thomas 2 next month. You know, it's gone so fast. And a lot's changed, Luke, in my life since my son's been born. You know, people have accused me of doing A, B, C, and D. And that time when you accused me, you were spot on. You know. And you text me personally and told me. And I didn't want to listen to you. I didn't think you realised, but you did, you knew. And as soon as I knew you knew, I had to tell people, I had to say, listen, I relapsed. And I could have hidden it, but hiding it's not going to help me. But in all fairness, it's like, well, we're clean as a whistle, Luke. You know what I'm saying? I had a blip just before. I won't go into it, but like I said, we're good now. You know. Well, I wouldn't say we're good, but like I said, it's like I was in hospital and because of my prescription, I had to have a restart. So I had to piss in a bottle and all that shit. And it all come back negative and stuff, you know. So I knew it would. It's just like, you know, sometimes things happen out of our control. I like to be in control of my own destiny.
Right, well, we're gonna have to get some more.
Like I said, I like being a dad. I like being a brother. I like being a granddad. You know. I stay away from pubs, Luke. Because the pubs where I'd go, I know everybody in them. And they're very generous at the weekend. Aren't they, bro? In the pub toilets. If I walk into the pub toilet and there's a few of the lads and
Straight away, man.
you know what I mean? Here, Jude, get that into you. I don't want it. Bro, we're celebrating. You're fucking celebrating. I'm not. You know all the boys, bro, they do it. So it's like it is what it is, you know. It's just not my buzz. You know. But anyway, give me a second. I have to reply to the missus. Of course you can, brother. Oh, there you go.
Not that bad. How much you pay for this?
Not much, yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's the thing I need to do. So what was you talking about? Tell me about there. What a car?
So, like I said, Luke, I've said to people I'm on 4,426 subs. I'm 78 subs away from 4,400 or something like that. Sorry, 4,500. That'll leave an even 500. So if I can get them by the weekend, I'm going to try to do it. Any means necessary. You know, so like I said, that's all I want. It's like I don't ask people for a sausage. And I've invested a lot of my time, Luke, on my channel helping others. So all I want them to do is make one short for me. You can say, here, can you go sub to that Irish cunt? Or whatever, you can say whatever you want. You know.
Dude, what about a bike?
A bike?
Yeah.
For what? Mark, whatever you want, bro, that's up to you, like.
What about that?
I'd love that, bro, you know what I mean? It's like, I'd love that, bro, you know what I mean? It's like, because it's, Mark, I swear to God, he's solid. You know what I mean? He's me little man, he is. You know, God's been good to me. Don't get me wrong. When I was young, God tested me. I lost a brother and a sister in a fire as a kid, and it destroyed me. And for most of my life I blamed myself and I couldn't get past it. And then when I had my own kids, I got strength, and after a lot of therapy and a lot of evaluations, I realised that I had mental health illness. I didn't know what I had. I knew I had something. And it turned out I had complex PTSD. Like I had psychotic symptoms before I went into hospital. Mark had to get me sectioned. Like I said, it's like the medications are having horrendous side effects on my memory. So I'm trying to make as many videos as I can before I forget. Don't get me wrong, I think it's progressing slowly.
There's a Lambo one here.
And there's nothing you can do to stop it.
You know that?
What?
There's a Lambo one here.
Yeah, some of them are sick, bro.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, Mark, can you imagine that, bro? Like I said, I can't believe me little man's two, bro. You know what I mean? It's like God, don't get me wrong, Mark, God's tested us and our family over the years. All the tragedy the MacDonald family has gone through, Mark, as a whole. You know, like, it is what it is. God works in mysterious ways, and there's certain things you can't do nothing about. Like, you just have to accept it. You know. But, like I said, I have a target to hit, and the only way to hit my target is to get the people that come in and out of my channel to make one short for me. How about taking one for the team for a change? You know, give your gaffer a day off. You know, I deserve some time for myself, and I'm asking my team now to help me. You know, and by helping me, all I'd like you to do is to make a short for my channel, and you don't have to do it. Here's the thing, you don't have to do it. You know, but as common courtesy, it'd be nice, you know. Like, I've made over 7,000 videos and I've helped a lot of people, and I've never asked for fuck all. But now I'm asking to make one video for me, to take one for the team, like I've continuously did for 3 years. You know, I've never asked you to do this, ever. And I don't think it's a big thing to ask. You know. I'll tell you what, Mark, it looks like it's about to piss out, bro. But there's a few good people on here, you know. I've met a few good people on here. I'm going to the Etihad tomorrow. I think I'm meeting some lad off YouTube tomorrow. FYM. I don't know for definite yet. But I'll be over at the Etihad, so I'm going to see if my man wants to roll up tomorrow. I'm going to make a bit of content tomorrow. I've not made content in a long time. A good 6 months. I've not been at the Etihad for, and I used to go every day, didn't I, Mark? Like I said, I have targets to hit, and a lot of people mightn't understand, but this is my channel. This is my little baby. I grew this. And we grew it the noble way. You understand? Like, some people have no class. You know, you wouldn't know what it was if I hit you in the face. It's like, you know, and you have to give credit where credit's due. Do you understand? 10 out of 10 for effort. Tell you who I would like to thank. Yeah, I'll tell you later. I'd like to thank myself for putting the time in, for actually giving a fuck about people. You know, creating a little network of people. it's like, you know what I mean, throughout the community, whether it's football, sport, mental health, addiction, recovery, we know a little bit. Big Daddy's going out with a smoke. But like I said, nobody grows on their own. You know. Nobody grows on their own. Know that. And it's like, we have a good community of people, and all I ask is you make a 15-second short for me. And you don't have to do it. It's just like, you know, I'll know who's loyal to me and who's not. The only way, it's like for me to hit my target is for certain things to happen. And if you don't push, you know, you have to push yourself. And it's like, see me, I'm that person, me. I like adversity, I like eating it. It's like, some people mightn't like me ways, some people mightn't like me, but that's not my fault, is it? That's on you. I made me peace with a few people on here who don't deserve respect off me, you know. Like I said, if you want to criticise me, make sure that you're right. Like, you know. At the end of the day, we're all people, do you understand? We're all people. I'm going in the shed. Take them arrows out of the way. Archers! Oh, did I ever tell you I'm a crack shot with a crossbow? Right. Paddy Conroy, look out! I'm going in here. Oh, fucking hell. I'm not supposed to smoke in here because it's a potential fire hazard. Now, we won't be in here for long, but like I said here, the only way for you to grow is by other people helping you, you know. And I've done my best to help a few people, and that's all I'm asking for now, is your help. I'll ask everybody who has a spanner in my channel, or anybody who supported the channel by subscribing to it, by coming in, commenting, getting involved, having a chat, being real, you know, not acting like a fucking bowsy. You know, we're all people at the end of the day. If all you have in your arsenal is being a tough guy, well then you haven't got much to you. You know, everything's about respect in life. You know, and credibility, and loyalty, and trust, and honour. You know, and see my family, mate. See my two brothers there, yeah? You know, if I needed any help or assistance, yeah? Or if, like I said, yeah, I'm not a tough man, a hard man, or a fighting man. I'm just somebody that can fight, and I'm good at it. And here, I don't need to say, other people have said it, not me. You know, my two brothers will tell you they drink in the local pub. I've smashed people to bits around there for years. But then I become a dad again and what have you. And it's like, I'm a granddad. You know, it's like I'm a brother, I'm an uncle, I'm a nephew, I'm a friend, I'm a partner. You know, like I've a lot of shit. And it's like, this has been a personal target of mine, to hit 5,000 subs within about 3 years, no pressure, and I've managed to go past 500 9 times. You know, nearly 9 times. You know, I did this to get me channel back. I didn't do this to make money. I did this because someone stole my fucking channel, and never mind stealing my channel, he blocked everybody So not only did I have to apologise to everybody because this fucker railroaded me channel and blocked everybody. $4 years it took me to grow that channel, fighting back United. You understand? 535 subs. How about this? Straight out of Ballier, 4,426 subs. I need 70 subs. And tomorrow we're going live at the fucking Etihad as well. You know, I'll show you how I'll get me subs. We're going to do this tomorrow. We're doing tonight. We're doing tomorrow. We're doing Sunday. Over the last few months, I normally do a live in the evening. Some nights I've been like, I'm not even asked. I can't do it. You know, I need space. And now I have it for the whole weekend. So that's what we're going to do, you know what I mean? Obviously I'm going to miss my family and shit, but I need to do this. You know, it's like I need to finish this. Finish what I started. You know, once I hit 5,000 subs, I have another idea. I'll talk to you when I hear it. You know, there's no point in talking about it now until I hear it. I'm going to build another location here in the new year for me. You know, for me kids. I'm going to have a lot of memories and a lot of fucking photographs on them walls. And me kids, me grandkids, all of them. You know what I mean? And God forbid, when the time comes and I'm not here anymore, my kids will have over 8,000 videos of me being a clown. You know, like, you know, if your mom and dad dies and somebody says to you, here bro, I have a video on my phone of your dad, and you watch it and you're like, where'd you get that? Bro, do you not watch your dad's content? No. Not only have I done over 20,000 lives, I've hit 3 million people. I'm 90,000 away from 3 million views on this channel, and I'm delighted with that for such a small little fucking channel. And it is what it is on here. But shout out to the people that have been reaching out to me. Listen, I tried my best with this channel. I brought it as far as I can take it. Now, I'm going to ask everybody that I've helped or put the name of the channel in my description and videos. I'm going to ask you all to make me a video. Make Jude a short. You know, Jude never asked us for anything. But now I'm asking. You know, all my top mods, I'd love you to make a fucking short for me. Like I've done for yous many times. I'm asking you to take one for the team this time. 570 subs away from 5,000, and yous can help me with that. All the new people coming in and out of the channel, sub to me channel, come in, say hello. I'll introduce you to me team. I'll introduce you to a scene. You understand? I am not racist or gayist. If I have anything to say, I'll say it to your faces. And how about this for spaces? My fellatio in your facio. Because you made a mistake, yo. Next. My fellatio in your facio. Some call me the riddler, not the fiddler. School's always been in session. It's not my fault if you missed a lesson. How can I help you with your aggression? I'm not sitting here effing, jeffing or stressing or messing. Here, I can help you. Call it a blessing. You keep watching my subs go up. You keep guessing. I'm here in the shed chilling. No stressing. I've had nearly 3 million views on this channel. It's been hard. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? I'm not very fucking well. It's like, but I'll keep pushing and swinging. the last few months, I've even stopped doing me live at night, you know, but this weekend here, I'm gonna finish what I started. Cause I know what's coming. And I'm gonna try make 8,000 videos. I'm 700 and I'm 800 videos away from 8,000 videos. Nobody on YouTube's made that much videos. Nobody. You go show me a channel that's made that many videos. I bet you can't. You know why? Because I fucking researched every YouTube channel and I looked at all the videos and not one of them comes near me. This is why my channel will never get stuck in the mud. It'll continuously move. It'll progressively move. You know why? Because I stay out of all the shit. And that is the reason why STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER is moving like a little boat in the ocean. Progressively, I can see land. I can see seagulls. I can hear them. So I know we are near land. But anyway, here, I'm going back in. It's cold out here. But like I said, I have targets to hit. And tomorrow we're going to do something that we never do. And we haven't done for a long time. Now, tomorrow, Man City is playing in the FA Cup, okay? And have a guess where it is. Come here, let me show you. Real quick. You see over that house there? You'll see a spire. The Etihad is there. And tomorrow, here, we are going. We're going away days. You know, we are going to the Etihad tomorrow. Oh, fuck. Oh, mommy. What? Yeah, you look sick. Where are you going? Oh. Hang on, bro. That, bro.
Like just looking down on people.
Right, people. My phone's on charge. I don't know why I can't see no comments in me live, because there's nobody in here. But I'm going to put you sideways for a minute, guys, yeah? But like I said here, I'm going to hit me target and I'm going to need a bit of help with it. And that's where you come in. Like I said, 3 years I've done this. Every day I've mentioned somebody's channel if I make a video. Most of my video descriptions I have a lot of people in. So, to all them people now I'm asking you to do me one favour. Make me a short for my channel. You know. There's a lot of good people on here. Like Pablo Finn. I like Fable. I like Fran. I like Glenn. I like Andrew. Richard always comes in. Chopper. I don't know where Chopper's gone. Stevie Billings. Come in me live and say hello, you bowsy. Right. My phone's charging. We're an hour and 45 minutes in. And it's like, I think I've got 4 subs or something like that. You know. But that's all I'd ask is if you could do that for me. It'd probably help get me maybe 50, 60 subs. And anytime I've made a video, I've made it out of love. Like, let's say if I make a short for Finn, and I'll say, guys, do me a favour, go over and sub to Finn. He's Irish, he's one of the lads, and he's got a great channel, and blah, blah, blah. It'd be the same with Pablo. You know what I mean? I'd encourage people to go over and sub to his channel. You know. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to end this and we're going to start all over again. I just have a few messages to send and I'll see you. I'll be back in a minute.